I just wanted to make sure we go step by step into like how everything works. I talked a little bit on, let me see. We talked a little bit on the process, but I want to just write a quick step-by-step process so that you guys could have an idea and get you going on that. Okay. All right. Let me share this screen. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's do new build. New build. Okay. Step-by-step process. Whatever you want to call that. Okay. So I already talked about it. The first thing is you got to find some land, right? Find land. All right. Find land to purchase, either by, you got to hire a realtor to help you, or you got to mail letters, or you got to go online to look, or you have to go on Facebook Messenger, Facebook groups. So I gave you 4 ways to find land to purchase. All right. The second thing is that now that you found this land, right, and you're like, okay, I think I have a piece of property that may be good to build a storage facility on. The second thing that you have to do, and we may go out of order, but this is, in my mind, this would be the second thing. The second thing is to talk to the county or the city to make sure that you can build storage on that property. All right, so talk to county or city, wherever it's located, to make sure, you know, for approval to build. You have to ask them, right? You have to ask them, like, can I build a storage facility on this property? And if I can, what is the process? What is the process from you guys in order to allow me to be able to build? All right. Okay, so the process for them may be that you have to get it rezoned. Right, maybe it's not. What's the zoning? Is it zoned commercial? Is it zoned industrial, light industrial? Is it zoned agricultural, residential? So what is it zoned as? And if it's not zoned what it should be, can I get it rezoned? And what's the process of that? Rezone process if necessary. Okay. What's the permitting process? So they say, like, you know, they say, yeah, you can build a storage facility. It's zoned light industrial. So you're perfect. You can build a storage facility. And then you say, great. Now what's the permitting process? All right. So how does this work? How did the process work? You know, what do I need to know as the person that's managing this? What do I need to be doing? And then they'll tell you what they need to be doing. So actually we looked at building like a facility. We have one facility in the middle of Georgia, and we were looking at buying another one across the street and then adding on to that. And it's just like it's like a very tertiary market in Georgia, but it's kind of near the ocean, so I don't know why it's so tertiary. Like Georgia's just very weird, I think. But like essentially, I called the permitting office and I said, and I talked to the guy. It was like the zoning guy. And I said, you know, okay, so I'm Stacy Rossetti, and I'm thinking about buying this facility. It's on 2 acres. It's got, you know, it had like maybe 20 or 30 doors on it. And I really wanted to add on. He's like, oh yeah, I know that property. He's like, and I said, well, can I add more units on it? Can I build on this? He's like, oh yeah, you're good. And that was basically it. And I was like, what do you mean I'm good? Like, he's like, oh yeah, no, you're fine. Like, you'll be fine on that. And I was like, well, you know, is there like a permit I need to get? Like, what's the process? He's like, oh yeah, just come into the office and just fill out this piece, you know, this piece of paper, and you could just go ahead and just do whatever you want. And I was like, well, I mean, is there like a variance? Is there setbacks? You know, like, he's like, oh yeah, setbacks. He's like, oh yeah, just do like 10 feet, you'll be fine. Like that. And I swear that's exactly how the conversation went. So that's what happens when you go into the middle of the country and you want to buy a storage facility. right? So you can ask for like setbacks or something, like you could ask for like, is there like anything I should know, any rules or anything like that, right? So, and so they'll just tell you. Now, if you did that in Atlanta, they'd be like, here's 1,000 rules and you have to follow all of them, right? But that's why I like doing secondary and tertiary markets, because there's like way less rules.